Eh? Bhagavad Gita. Now this Sunday, I mean like next Saturday is, I think we will not have program here. Maybe on Sunday evening we will have. Saturday is Rath Yatra, Jagannath Rath Yatra, Parsala. Parsala. So you all can come there. It's even far. Okay. So but it's very far. So
But if you have train from there are some train, then it will be.
yeah, trains are there. So Rath Yatra is there on 26. 26 is Saturday, right? 19/7/26. So may not be here program, but Sunday we will have. So next week this is information we post, like 27th evening same time we will have. Okay. Then 29th is Radhastami, the birthday of Radharani. So there will be a grand festival in temple. Yeah, come. You missed it. Huge feast. Janmashtami, I haven't seen you. What was that? You got it? You won't get it. At least this one you will not get it. Which company? Amazon. Anyway, so 29th is Radhastami. So you can come there. You know. So at least 3 people can come with me. Suraj Gopal Bro will pick him most probably. So 3 people can join in that car. Then next Saturday, I mean in September 1st Saturday, Onam is there. So you are there? You're not here. September 1st week. Then we can plan some yatra somewhere we can go. You know? So we will discuss.
4 days holiday right now. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
So we can go somewhere trip.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Optional holiday.
If you can have, then we can go somewhere trip. Insivin family also can come. So that is one thing. After that, which Saturday is coming? I mean second Saturday of September. From that onwards, we will start proper Bhakti Viksha model, like weekly module wise. So there we will plan like not to miss any Saturday, so that because that will be like week wise modules are there. So if you miss one, you have to cover in between. It's like that. So there you can attend, and for previous, like you have not attended all these sessions till now, so you can contact with him or me, and you can come another timing, and we can recover that. So today's topic is priority and faith. How we have to do this. We have to Oh, okay. So priorities and faith. What are the different priorities in our life? So now, as we have already understood that basic principles of Bhagavad Gita, anybody will tell very basic principles of Bhagavad Gita. First lesson. Very well. What? New phone, huh? What is the basic understanding of Bhagavad Gita? Put on a silent mode and switch off otherwise. These people, this is the topic today. Very important topic. So, what is basic understanding of Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita. First lesson. The where from Bhagavad Gita will start. First, after speaking so much, Arjuna spoke so many questions and all, and Krishna will start speaking from that first lesson. What is that?
Even not the body, even from the
Manda is clear. He doesn't come for program, but his Manda is clear. Theoretically, he is fit. So this is the first lesson of. This is first lesson of Bhagavad Gita, that we are not the body, we are the eternal soul. What is the soul? Soul is part and parcel of Krishna. Right? So, Now, as we know that we are soul, and we are very much sure that one day we will meet death. That's also sure. So generally in public they don't like to talk about death, you know? But here we talk openly about death because that is the only what it is said. The uncertainty of death is the only certain thing. It can come anytime, right? Death can come anytime. So, but it is certain. Death will come, that is uncertain, but it will come, that is for sure. So we are soul, we have to meet death, and at the time of death, we will not, nothing will happen to us. Only what will happen to our body only it will happen. Body will be perishing, it will diminish, but soul will be as it is, right? So this is the basic understanding which everybody, at least theoretically, we should understand that we are the soul. Soul is part and parcel of Krishna, and we are definitely going to die one day. And at the time of death, we will lose this body, and we may attain that is the cycle, birth and death cycle. So, what should be the our first priority, right? This is the question. Today's topic is priorities and faith in life, especially when we have already discussed basic topic, so we can even say the topic is priority and faith in bhakti or in Krishna consciousness, being known like Krishna. So that is the topic. So what should be our first priority? Anybody can say. Now we know, right? We know that we are the soul, not this body. One day we have to leave this body. So I am talking about that one day we have to leave this body. That means whatever is related to body, definitely that also will be leaving, right? So with this body, what is the first? First is our body. Then the second part of body, I mean like extension of this body. How you can say, right? Family, wife, kids, they are the extension of body. Then the next level of extension, like society. Then even the next level we go country, nation. The south is all related to body. I think so. It is the next level of, like, if you are not born in India, then why you are call yourself as Indian? You won't call. So you will not have any attachment with India, right? If someone has, took birth in Pakistan, they are by birth they became enemy of Pakistan, India, right? So there is nothing as a soul. There is no enmity. But since he took birth in Pakistan, they are thinking bad about India or something like that. You know? So that is the first understanding. That so with this understanding that we are soul, we will leave this body one day. We are death is very very sure. What will be the first priority? Right? Purify the existence of the soul. Or maybe we can say in more simplified way that the first understanding is to realize this fact. This is just a theory we have understood. So to realize this, right, that we are soul, we have not realized it. We have not. Right? We have this theoretically only we know. So first priority is this. And for that we have to understand our relationship with God. Right? Who am I? Who is God? What is my relationship with the God? This is the basic understanding of self-realization. Who am I? Who is God? What is my relation? Then you can add some more, like, okay, death is sure, then what will happen after death? Where I will go after death? These are the basic questions. Because I am working very active I'm 24 hours, I'm active, I'm working, I have a lot of money, I have house, wife, kids, family, relatives, lot of appliances, so many events, so many things I have acquired. Right, whole life, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, I was just working and acquiring all these things in the form of maybe family, relatives, or this you know things. One day we are simply going to leave this all. What will happen then? What will happen? So much you worked, no? Then why we are leaving one day? Everything will be just like. So the three way we can decide. Even though before I will say, it is said that Christ's words are, "Seek the first the kingdom of God, then all the other things are very minor importance." This is Christ has told. It's closeness to God and return to be one with the vision in heaven. That's the top priority. That's our aim in education. Christ has said the top priority is somehow or other to re-establish the relationship with the God. He said re-establish because already we have relation but we have forgotten. So we have to re-establish or reawaken our existence. So in one of his lecture, Shil Gopal is telling, okay, before that we can decide, we can say three way of priorities. So first is our physical needs, you know, and second is our emotional needs. Physical needs, emotional needs, and spiritual needs. Physical needs are related to our body. Physical needs are related to our body. So can anybody say, Hare Krishna, what are the basic needs, like physical needs of our body? Food, right? Shelter, clothing, right? Roti, kapda, और मकान, right? So these are our basic needs, physical needs. Then next level needs are emotional needs. Everybody needs some emotional. What is that? Anybody can say? Emotional needs. What are our emotional needs which we want? Emotionally, what we want? Love, right? Then appreciation, respect, acceptance. These all things are emotionally everybody want. Care. Then third is spiritual needs, which is, anybody can say? Just now we discussed. Spiritual needs are
Working relationship with the God,
right,
religious
to somehow or other get the answers of these questions. That who am I? Who is God? What is my relation with God? What will happen after my death? Right? Why I am suffering? I am very good man, but all the bad things are coming to me. Right? I am really working very honestly, very proper way, but still I am not getting any output. Why? What is the reason? Other guy simply wasting the time in office, talking to the girls or chatting, going for 1 hour tea, but still got appraisal. What is the reason? Right? So these are very important questions. Right? Nobody will answer. Why? So from physical needs to emotional needs to spiritual needs. These are the basics. So from physical to emotional, the importance and gravity will be increased. Right? So physical needs are very less important, but the spiritual needs are highest, mostly important because they are related to our soul, right? Which is eternal, which is not going to happen. Like at the time of death, nothing will happen to the soul. So as I was telling in one of the lectures, Sri Prabhupada said that somebody asked some question. He was telling, so he was engaged in maintaining the family. Everyone is engaged like that. cats and dogs also do that. It is not very extraordinary thing. Sometimes they say it's my duty. Yes, it is duty, but the prime duty is to solve the real problem, right? How to stop mrityu, death, janam mrityu, jara vyadhi. That we forget. Minor duties we take priority. That is the present situation. They do not know that there is life after death, and according to our karma we are getting the next life. This morning we were discussing Krishna is always ready. Automatically it is going on. Karnam guna sango. So Bhagavad Gita 13.22, as you desire according to the contamination of different modes of material nature, immediately the body is ready, immediately after death. Prabhupada is telling in one of his lecture. He is telling that we are, sometime when we discuss, they say it's my duty, so I have to do it like that. So he's telling it's important, but more than that, our spiritual needs also important. That also we have to work out, right? So he's telling that in between this second level of priority, we forget the main priority. What is that? How to stop death, janam mrityu jara vyadhi. How to stop these four problems. Right? That is the main priority in our life. Then sometime it is said like here, one of his disciples is telling that in Nepal that time some king was there who was very much focused on economic development. So Prabhupada is telling economic development is, Prabhupada is telling that it is like they have been described as chewing the chewed. Right? They have no eyes to see that Europe and America, they have developed so much economically, but what is the where is the peace? They are jumping quietly. You see, they are going to chew the same thing, chewing the chewed. Right? Prabhupada is trying to say that even though we can talk about economic development and we can work for that, but see other countries, Europe and America and all, there the suicide rate is even more. There is only the society is more suffering. Right? People are not having any peace. Fight is there, war is there, everything. Last session we have discussed, no, America, the suicide rate, the drugs consumption, everything is more. Rapes are more. Right? They have no culture even. At least Indian somehow peaceful, right? At least in India. So that also not going to work out if we too much focus on economic development. Why? Because unless and until, because as we initially discussed, we are soul, and our eternal this need is that happiness which we want. That soul wants that anand, that happiness. Unless and until that needs are not fulfilled at the soul level, at the spiritual needs, we are not going to be happy. Right? So, because when we in practical life we see most of the time this thing will happen. This thing came, that thing came. Right? Prabhuji didn't come for the Janmashtami celebration. So, thing is how we are deciding our priority. That is very important. In what level what we are putting, that is very important, because like Prabhuji's status says that nobody is even busy. It's all in which priority list you are for him, right? So nobody is as such busy, but if you are a more prior person for me, very important person, I will find time for you, right? I will not find time for others. I will say, "Arey yaar, I was busy." Yeah? But if important person means you will find a time, right? So when I went, I was giving one class there in CET, SCT, Sri Engineering College. There, one fourth year mechanical branch, one student came, okay, and he asked me this. These all things seems to be okay. I mean, like important, but we don't have time, right, to do like chanting. 10 minutes it takes, so we don't have that much time. Reading Bhagavad Gita every day, half an hour. We don't have time. We have exams. We have a lot of things and all to do. So I just asked one question to him, do you have a girlfriend? So luckily he was having. Okay. So he said yes. Since when? He said last 2 years. So that means like starting of third year. So I asked him, how much time in a day you are giving to your girlfriend? Like fully dedicated. From your mind level, you are completely dedicated to her. But as such, how much time you will give? So he said minimum 2 to 3 hours every day, including phone calls, SMS, WhatsApp replies, and all are going for the restaurant. Everything in 2 3 hours in a day he is giving. So since girlfriend since 2 years. That means before third year started, you were not having girlfriend. So in this 2 or 3 hours, what you are doing? You are sitting simply idle in your room or in your office, right or wrong? So no, I didn't have time that time also. Then I said that means now you have 26 or 27 hours in a day for you specifically granted. I said no. Then how you found 2 3 hours for your girlfriend? How did you find? It's the question. Because you thought this is very important job in my life. So somehow or other you have redesigned your whole structure, whole schedule, and you are finding time. But to find some time for Krishna, you are not able to redesign your schedule. Right? We don't want ourselves to twist or something. No stress, nothing. I cannot stretch for Krishna. Why? There comes our selfishness, this thing. Because I see from such person immediately I am getting some benefit. So I can arrange some way or find some time, right? But from Krishna I don't see that any benefit is coming. Although there are means everything is coming from Krishna only. Right? Anybody, even though friend, wife, girlfriend, parents, nice car, nice home, nice job, anything happens in our life, if Krishna is not sanctioning, it will never happen. Right? If it is not sanctioned by God, it will not happen. Right? They will say no, even the leaf will not move. So oxygen who is providing? God only. Water, earth, everything. So that things, because it is just like that it is coming, so we have taken it for granted and we are not having any value in our life for God. We don't consider him as important person, and since he is not an important person in our life, we don't give any consideration for him. No time. Right? No time. Right? When a new girlfriend comes, for old girlfriend, no time. Right or wrong? Right? When after marriage for parents, no time. After kids for wife, no time. This is all going on, right? When we were working in old company, that colleagues we have so much time. Now if they call, "Arey, we are busy, yaar. Can you call me on weekend?" Right? Weekend I am going with somebody. No time. So this is all like that. So we have to think in that way that how much important person is Krishna in our life. Right? That importance we have to find, and then we will find the priority. Right? That is very very important. Finding the importance, realizing that Krishna is really, like in previous session we have seen, no, who is our best friend. Krishna is our best friend. Right? He is telling Surdam Sarvbhutanam. When I will leave my job, I will lose my job somehow, and I'll not have any money. How many of my friends will come with me? Or even if I go to some more critical situation, some disease, or no money, no food, how many friends will be standing with me? But Krishna is telling, I will be always with you as in your heart. Surdam, he is sharing our heart. Always he is there. Even the jiva, when he takes the body of a worm or animal, right? Lord goes there, lives with him in that body. Right? Always there with jiva, with soul as Paramatma. Not leaving. So who is the best friend? He is the important person, he is the best person in our life, who is always trying to protect us. Right? Always giving the intelligence, remembrance, everything he is giving. So that importance we have to find from all the levels. From the physical needs, as we discussed, physical needs, who is providing? Krishna only, right? Right. If there is no rain, there won't be any grains. What we will do? We won't eat money, right? So physical needs are being provided by Krishna only, right? Because if you see, even though so many rich people, they have a lot of money, but they don't have food because they are too busy that their lunch is still there in the box only, right? 4 o'clock they will take lunch. So emotionally needs also fulfilled by Krishna only. Right? If one finds that relationship with Krishna, he will never feel emotionally weak, right? And spiritual needs anyway, going back to home, back to God, it is there. So all kind of needs Krishna can fulfill because he is the supreme controller. Whatever you need, Krishna will give, right? Whatever we need, Krishna will give. He will arrange for us. So in that way, we have to see the priorities. Right? What is the most important? Like last before 2 sessions, we were having one question. No, that now we are going for office. Only 10 minutes are there. There is very important meeting to attend. We cannot miss in any case. There is a nice masala dosa is waiting on the table. Right, breakfast is there, and our chanting is pending. Which one we will choose? Definitely we may choose either masala dosa or meeting. We are not going to choose chanting in any case. So that shows that where our priority is, right? Or that is very. Suppose if Krishna thinks in that way that this guy never gives me higher priority, because that is our way of doing. How we do? Here, how much you give me importance, that much only I will give you. So you came in my son's marriage, so I will go. But if Krishna thinks in that way, this guy never chant my name, never comes to temple, why should I give him oxygen? That's it. Hare Krishna. Finished. Right? So, but he's not doing. He's merciful. He knows that one day he will turn up. Right? So in that way, we have to decide. We have to find this priority that spiritual needs are having the first priority in our life. Right? Performing spirituality, spiritual practices, they are the first priority. Right? Because once the spiritual needs are fulfilled, automatically everything will come on the right. Everything will come on place. That's how it is. Because then you don't need much. Somehow you don't need much. I don't know how it works. But if you are more advanced in the spiritual path, then automatically you will feel satisfied. And once you are satisfied, you don't need any more. Right? So in that way, we have to decide. We have to design our structure, our schedule, day-to-day schedule, that we can give the first priority to our spiritual practices. Right? Chanting every day, reading Bhagavad Gita. That's what Krishna is telling. Half an hour, right? And that only be 24 hours is given to us. And another thing is, so if you talk to students, right? When I go there in engineering college, I will talk to students. They say I have studies, exam, this and all. So are you reading all 24 hours? Okay, leave 6 hours for sleeping, 8 hours for sleeping. Remaining 16 or 18 hours, are you reading? 14 hours, are you continuously studying? No, hardly people study. Right? Hardly they study 14 to 16 hours. Only people are preparing for even IES or JEE and all. They may sometime. But who is studying? Normal. Okay, we all did engineering. No. How many hours we will study per day? We won't even attend college. 6 hours or 8 hours college. Hardly we attend. Right? There also is which professor, he is not a good professor. Oh, this. Right? We won't attend all the classes even. Right? Then why? But if you come to temple, you have no time because exam is coming. Tomorrow exam is there. Right? This is very important to understand that how to set the priority. Because anyway you are not going to do any useful in that time. That is for sure. Right? If you say employees, working people, how many times in 8 hours working, how much time they are working really? Even I work. Nobody will sit 8 hours and continuously mugged up in that screen. Nobody will work. Right? Nobody will work all 8 hours. Right? 9:30 office means they will reach 9:30. Then they will meet. Hi, hello. They will open the system. Then they will take tea, coffee, some biscuit, free wala, and then they will come to the seat. So it is 11 o'clock. Then there will be some scrum meeting and all something. So they will discuss what to do today. Meanwhile, again they will go 1/4 because now again they have to start work. So one tea is needed. They'll go. It will be lunch time, right? Then they will go for lunch. After lunch, when they will come, and then they will say, "Oh, it's very late. We have to give delivery this project, that project." So from the after lunch, that 2:30 to 4:35, they will really work. In between, they will go one tea also. That tea will be really short, right? And they will come by 5:30. After that, their daily scrum meeting or this client calls and this thing and all. And maybe if some really some meeting is there or like delivery is there which has to be done today, then they will sit half an hour, 1 hour at night, and they'll finish. That's all. And they'll say, "Arey, Prabhuji, you don't know. From 9 to 9 I was working." Right? That's what happened. That's what will happen. Because if you see the devotees also, they are chanting 16 rounds every day of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That takes minimum 2 hours, right? Minimum 2 hours it will take or not, right? They are all chanting 16 rounds. It will take minimum 2 hours. Then they will read. Okay, this Prabhuji will read 1 hour Srila Prabhupada books every day. Morning half an hour Bhagavatam, night Krishna book. So 3 hours is gone. Then he will cook also. Not he, all maximum working devotees in all cities. You go Bangalore, Pune, Delhi. They will cook. Then only they will eat. They will not eat outside food. So they will work also. Right? Our one Prabhuji was there, Savisachi Prabhu, right? He is even good. He is working nicely. He is in office also. He is very good, right? Very nice in office. He was here Trivandrum head for their office. So growth is also there. It's not like they are always in the same level. They are not able. They are growing also, right? Big people are there in ISKCON who are like big industrialists or nice employees, government employees, officers range. They are having all the 24 hours only. Nobody have extra hours, but they are able to do all those things in that same 24 hours, somehow or other. So, what is that point which we are trying to make here? How it is possible? So, if you see one stone, okay, one stone is there, and if you want to make this stone in a nice murti sculpture, right? Nice idol you want to make, what you need to do? You need to hit it. Lot of unwanted things you have to throw. So in the same way, then only it will be beautiful. In the same way, in our life, what and all are unwanted things which we have to throw, that we have to find out. All those unwanted things we can remove, then we will have plenty of times to do the things. Right? You will be simply thinking what to do now. I have so much time. Right? Because nowadays this is the big problem. Now nobody have time. Whether they are coming to ISKCON or not, that's not the point. Point is they don't have any time. Right? Right? This is all our priority. Right? If we want to get up, suppose you said, okay, you get up early in the morning, nobody will be able to get up. But tomorrow I have a reserved ticket in 4 o'clock train, automatically I will get up. Because I know this is important. So somewhere or other in our mindset, in our intelligence, this is a doubt whether the spirituality is really important or not. This is the doubt. The root cause, if you go, this is the doubt. Whether this spiritual practice is really important or not. Whether God is really existing or not. I may waste all my life chanting Hare Krishna and there is no God. Then I wasted. Right? So this doubt has to be cleared out. Through the Shastras, reading Bhagavad Gita or associating with the devotees. That Krishna is there and death is also there. At the time of death, Krishna will come, otherwise Yamaraj will come. Right? So this doubt has to be clear that this as spiritual practices are really important in my life. As a soul, it is has to be done. This is the nourishment for the soul, because all other things are nourishment for the body, physical needs only, right? And don't worry about the emotional needs. See, even though ISKCON people, if you see devotees' life, are not they having their fulfilling their physical needs? Right? They are eating nicely, right? Nobody will eat like that, right? At least eating, right? Sleeping anyway, they can't work if they are not sleeping. So definitely they will be sleeping, right? They are having marriage, they are having kids, right? Everything they are working, earning money, doing nice jobs and all. So physical needs anyway they are doing. They have nice home also, right? House, car, everything they are using, right? You saw no so many people came. Nobody was like beggar. Everybody is like well established and all, right? So they are doing physical needs. Emotional needs anyway it will be fulfilled, because once you, as I said, no, remove, once you take out unwanted friends from your life. Unwanted in the sense who are not helping you in your spiritual life, right? You just take them out somehow. Then you will get devotee friends, right? We all are having friends. Now we all became friends. Okay, Sagar is working with me, but others were not working. No? But we are all friends now, right? So we are getting that friendship. If suppose tomorrow somebody has a problem, we can share, we can talk, right? So that emotional needs anyway will be fulfilled, right? Now even the married devotees, they are coming together in the festivals with their wives, kids, family. Kids are playing with each other. If you come to our Tiger Center, there are like 60, 70 kids are coming every Sunday. Their parents don't know each other. Through kids, their parents became friends, because it is the program for kids only. Kids came, they became friends, and they are now very good friends. They are not studying in same school, same class. They don't even know each other before to this. They are in some other different localities, but now they became friends. So since the kids became friends, the parents became friends, right? So emotional needs anyway will be fulfilled. Right? Now the spiritual needs, because our whole agenda, our whole things are working to fulfill our spiritual needs. So other needs are automatically getting fulfilled. So in that way we have to somehow that fix this thing in our intelligence, in our mind, that practicing spirituality, spiritual practices, chanting and reading Srimad Bhagavad Gita is most important job in our life. Whether we understand or not, whether we like it or not, we must do it. One day we will like it, right? So that is the way of setting the priorities: physical needs, emotional needs, spiritual needs. Once you are fully determined to fulfill your spiritual needs, ultimately everything will be fulfilled. And don't worry about the too much, because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that if anybody does like this, putting me as the first priority, I will also put him as the first priority. Right? What is this slogan? The way you reciprocate to me, the way I will reciprocate to you. So Krishna is putting, and he is telling another shloka that I have no this thing partiality, or nobody is very dear to me. Nobody, I have no partiality to with anyone and like that. But if somebody is my devotee, they are very dear to me. Same thing is telling, no? So he is putting us in, and he is telling, if you are my devotee, name bhakta pranashiti, you will not have any problem. Right? You will not have any problem. So now the point comes on the faith. Are we having that faith? Right? So there was a man who was traveling in Badrinath, in that hill stations. He was walking. It was night. And walking, it became night, and he was walking. Then he slipped. Right? 100 times Subdeep has heard this story. Right? So he slipped from there, and he's going shouting something. And somewhere, see, in those hill stations, it's like too down. and somewhere he caught hold of a branch of a tree. Eh? He got relaxed. And then only, because he was going Badrinath only, then only he realized, oh my Krishna, where are you? Whole life I was worshipping you, I am coming to your temple only. What is this? You did not even save me, I am here hanging. Nowhere, where? It's midnight. Right? Then Krishna came. Okay. Krishna said, yeah, very nice, you are my devotee. In Bhagavad Gita, I said I will protect you. So I came here to protect you. Do as I say. Okay, what? Leave the branch. How many of us will do? Just think, no need to tell, just think honestly. How many of us will do? Maybe sometime we'll say, show me the identity card first. Are you real Krishna? What is the guarantee? Because Krishna, you know how much he is, right? In Mahabharata or in all, you see how much he is dealing with the people, right? So, this guy said, no, I will manage somehow. You may proceed. Krishna said, okay, whatever you want. He went. Now this guy is hanging midnight to 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock to 3, 4, 4:30, 4:45, 5 o'clock, 5:10, 5:15, 5:20. His time goes very slow. And he's waiting when morning will come, sun will come, some guy will come, I will shout for protection, for help. Little sun started coming. Then he thought nobody was coming on early morning. He thought, let me see where actually I am. How much, you know? Then he looked at down. It's only 2 feet. Right? So actually Krishna protected. But this is the point of faith. How much faith we have. If we listen to Krishna, he'll just go nicely. It's 2 feet only. Sometime in our life this thing happens in that way. We may not be able to see the hand of Krishna in our life. And we think, I am more intelligent, I will do this again. Several times, because there was another story that one guy was very nice, a devotee of Krishna, God. He was always reciting this Name Bhakta Pranashyati. Krishna said he will come and protect me. One day what happened? What happened? Right? This all story Sukhdeep know very well. One day flood came in the village. And so much water, people started running and going here, there. Some people told him also, you can come with me. So no, Krishna will come and protect me. Okay, bhai, let us go. Then water level was increasing. Then some people came in boat, said, come, we will save you. He said, no. And now he's sitting on the top of his house. And he's telling Krishna will come and protect me. You people go. Then finally on the peak he's sitting and full water. Then some people, this tire, they'll fill here. And some people was going somehow. And they said, we can adjust with you. You can come please. He said, no, Krishna will come and protect me. Then they also left the crazy guy. Then helicopter came. This army. They saw from there and they threw this ladder. And they said, you come. Just hold off this thing. We will pull you back. He said, no, you people go. Krishna will come and protect. Krishna didn't come. Some water came over. Then he went there and complaining to Krishna. Are you said lie in Bhagavad Gita. You said you will protect. You didn't protect me. Krishna said, you are fool number one. Those first time those people came, I only sent them. The boat came, I only sent. Then the tire people came, I only sent. Then finally, seeing your pity condition, I arranged a helicopter also. You never see. So we have to see that hand of Krishna in our life. Because Krishna personally will not come here, oh Shankha Chakra Gada Padam, my dear friend, please come, I will protect you. This will happen only in movies. Right? Real life Krishna, he may come because but our this love for Krishna, the faith should be that much strong. Then he will come also. Right? What Mirabai did, they said drink the poison. Mirabai thinking that Krishna will protect me, she drank and Krishna protected. Mirabai did not say, oh you come and show poison has been transferred into the nectar or this and that. No, she said Krishna will protect me, and that's it. Right? Nothing happened, right? So this is the faith which we have to have, because once we start setting this spiritual things, chanting, reading Bhagavad Gita as a higher priority, then sometime our small things will be here there. Then we will lose the faith. Whether it will happen or not happen, what is the guarantee? So guarantee is there. With full faith we will do. Guarantee is there. Krishna will come and protect. Definitely will come. Right? He protected so many big people also. Right? He will sure. Once Lakshmi ji, Krishna is having this maintenance job, right? Vishnu is doing maintenance. Brahma creates, Shiva annihilate, Vishnu maintenance. Lakshmi ji wanted to try something. So Lakshmi ji said, "Are you doing your job properly?" Yeah. Everybody is getting nice food, everything arrangement. Lakshmi ji tried one thing. What she did, she took one ant and put in the box and kept for 2 days. And then after 2 days, she came. See, one jiva is there who is not getting food from last 2 days. Lord said, "Really? Okay, show me." Then she brought this box and she opened it. This ant was eating one rice piece. Then she got shocked. What? How it has happened? Because she only closed it and she only ate. How it happened? Nobody knows. Right? So what has happened? When she was putting this tilak, they will put in that turmeric will be there, rice will be there sometime, right? That fell down in that. She did not notice it. She has closed. Somehow or other Krishna will arrange, but we should have the faith. Right? Nothing will happen. So in that way, we will progress in our spiritual practices, having full faith in Krishna, in God, that God will protect us, God will provide us everything, and then we will move. Then definitely we will be successful in fulfilling our spiritual needs. And once it is done, others will be done. Just 5 minutes, I will tell last thing. Srila Prabhupada, when he went to West America, how much money he had? $7, which is around 40 rupees that time. Nothing else he had. And he is a sannyasi. He is 70-year-old. Okay, when he was he has no money, so somewhere somebody arranged him in a cargo ship. So he was going in cargo ship. Some 30-40 days it takes. On the way in sea, he got heart attack. One heart attack. Next day he got another heart attack. Right. So it's so painful, right? But still he continued. No money. Where he is going? What is the agenda? He is going to spread this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, right? Vaishnava culture he is going to. What is the point? He don't know anybody there. When I was coming to Kerala, my parents asked somebody there. Right? Generally, when we go to somewhere new place, we will make sure that